Hi, it's Elizabeth. I am here with a lot of creative materials spread out in front of me, and I just thought I'd turn the camera on and talk about some things. It's gonna be a ramble, so just a fair warning. Anyways, so I do all different kinds of art and craft, but mostly what I do in the art realm is mixed media and collages, and I have a website where I have all of my artwork, or most of my artwork, posted, and it's Elizabeth Kobata Arts .com, and you can go there and check out my art if you want, and you can let me know if you're interested in anything, and I can arrange a sale. But this isn't a sales video. I just wanted to let you know about that. So some of the things that I like to use in my collage art are monoprints. The way that I like to do monoprints is I use a jelly plate, put paint on there, and then lay paper on top, and then pull it off and get some interesting results. And so here is, here's a piece of one paper. I like to use deli paper, so it's something that you can get at like Smart and Final or places like that. And I use acrylic paints, and I use all kinds of stencils and stamps and things like that to get designs, and I put on multiple layers of paint, and I use one paper to pick up multiple prints in order to get sort of interesting depth there. Let me turn this guy off. Hold on. Okay. I'll show you some other examples here. I also sometimes use book pages, old book pages. So this is from some kind of a statistics book, and this is not made with the jelly plate. It is made by applying paint directly onto the paper. And I don't consider one of these a piece of art. I cut them up and I use them in a larger composition. Anyways, just showing you some stuff, and it's amazing how much kind of interesting texture and lots of color can go together. I think you can see here I have several layers of paint that I've picked up. There's some green you can see, there's pink, there's red, there's like gold. I use a lot of scraps. This one is pretty ugly, but I might find a use for it. And if not, I can always add more paint to it. There's another one that is hot pink and gold and black and all different kinds of textures under there. This one, I believe I used a different kind of paper. I used a Japanese paper for this one, and then glued it down to to the jelly paper. I'm not really sure. But anyways, you can see a lot of different colors in here. And I totally know this is not a lot of people's cup of tea or what they consider art, but it's what I love. So I wanted to share it with y'all. Another piece, you know, and in my artwork, I use all different sorts of papers, different ways that I've painted papers, and I use ephemera, use sheet music, use maps, use all kinds of things. So anyways, I wanted to show you that. And another thing that I wanted to show you, this is my latest little mixed media notebook, and I do some sort of small collages that could stand on their own, or they could serve as inspiration for larger collages. So I got that one. This crazy thing. It's got this is a pocket here. Oops, you can't see it. There you go. This is a pocket, and they slipped this sort of Christmas artwork behind it. And you know, I don't necessarily do these with too much attention to detail. It's just a creative process. And as you can see, I use some things from magazines. I don't know if you can see her with her spiky crown and stripy background and her heart. I guess I'll show this to you sideways so you can see it better, but you can see the whole thing better. However, of course, the fish would be at the top of the page. Now, I get inspired by color combinations that I see in fabrics and in jewelry and in nature and things that I just pull out of my head. Here. This is another one. This one I used an image from a postcard. This one has an image from a storybook. Sky, that's one of my favorite kind of shapes to work with. Here's another one, and let's see. This one is we have sort of a cityscape that I got out of a magazine, and here's a water scene out of a magazine, and it's sort of like it's reflecting. Here's another one, some painted papers and some pieces from storybooks. I definitely have a love of color and of pattern and of adding irregularity in. These are little pockets that I made, and I just put some postcards from Hawaii in there. A lot of these pages will have things added to them. It's just it's a great creative outlet for me. And there I've got a house on a hill. And let's see. What's next? Nothing on that page at all. Here's another house on some painted paper, and I've got some wallpaper added in there. Here are some pictures that I cut out of storybooks that I will use in my little artwork here. I of course wouldn't use any of this in the larger artwork that I was going to sell, but just putting things together for fun, and getting inspired by the colors. And let's see. Now, one of the things that I do like to do from time to time is create books, like junk journals or notebooks, things like that. And I use all kinds of materials, and this is a little book that I made after my second to last trip to Hawaii. And you know, I've got different fabrics in use here, and layers, and all kinds of things. I got this funny tassel on the end, on the top, I mean. But this book isn't really a journal or a notebook per se. I keep papers in here that I might want to use in doing my art. And I made it in an old book. Let's see. This book, the Victorian photograph album, got this at Goodwill. It has these pages where you can slide a picture in between there. Let me see if I can do it. And I don't know what plans I have exactly for this book, but I want to use it. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it apart or if I'm going to use it as is, or if I'm going to embellish on top of it. At any rate, you can slip pictures in like that. And this picture is from a storybook. So it was an old sort of destroyed book, but I pulled the color plates out of it. And I also pulled out all the pages that had sort of interesting text and fonts and black and white pictures on it. And here is what I pulled out of a different children's book. This one only has one color plate, I think. But each story, I believe it's Hungarian. But each story has kind of a nice picture on it that I can use in my little books and artwork, and I can use for inspiration for larger things. And let's see, is there anything else I need to show you? Here's one of the books that I used. The other one fell on the floor, so I can't get that one for you right now. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this little trip in my mind. And once again, if you want to check out my artwork, you can go to elizabethkobotaarts.com if you want, and then let me know if you're interested in buying anything. But I'm just happy to have people take a look. All right, I will talk to you later. Probably more jewelry content coming soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.